the frontiers of computer science and pushing the limits, right? So MapReduce, is something that everybody knows today. Everybody knows Hadoop and stuff. But guess what? That's almost a decade old, right? In the meantime, we've done some other stuff that the papers are now published as well. And soon these things will make it into industry. But in the meantime, we're also continuing to innovate. So we're using a lot of this stuff actively to run our entire business. We don't use as much of the older stuff anymore, but at some point things will end up drifting into industry. So in the meantime, we're always continuing to innovate. So those two are very important things to Google: the scale and the innovation. In fact, some people will say it's out of this world because it's crazy scale, right? Crazy innovation. And because we have out of this world scaling and innovation, we also have to have out of this world security, as you can see here. Okay. So these are pictures of our data centers. This one is our data center in Iowa, and this is our data center in North Carolina. And just so happens that this picture was from the Google Street View for that data center. So this is a public image showing off our stringent security measures. Yeah, but as you can tell, this one's, we hired a professional photographer with professional lighting. In real life, it actually looks more like this, kind of more boring. All right. So anyway, so security is really serious. As I was telling some of the folks last night and some of the faculty members today, as a full-time engineer, I'm actually not allowed to go to a Google data center. If I take my badge, I go to a data center, I try to badge in, Google security will come find me and my manager and ask what the heck I was doing there. Okay, you're not allowed to go to a data center unless you actually work there, or unless you get VP approval. All right, that's the only way to get into a data center. And VPs only get X number of coupons every quarter to hand out to people to go to a data center. But you really do have to have some business reason to go there. And so, yeah, we do take security as a very paramount importance. And all of these things happening in the press with the NSA and stuff, we're always pretty serious about that too. Okay. All right. So before we kind of get into talking about App Engine, let's sort of like equal the playing field. Let's make sure everybody understands the three different service layers, because when you're talking about products that live in these service layers, you have to realize that you can't really talk about one product in one service level versus another product in a different service level. All right? So here we go. So at the highest layer, we have software as a service. By the way, if you already know this, kind of bear with me as we get through this basics.